back to Short Rest.
Hey everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We are here. If you don't know who we are, my name is Daniel. This is Lauren.
Hi.
And we are Ink and Liar over here. We are here to have this fun little talk show situation that is Short Rest. And tonight's episode is going to be a little bit different than everything you've seen in the past. In fact, we're changing a lot of what Short Rest is. Previously, we were a talk show, a podcast kind of format where we had guests and we talked D&D. And like, for instance, if you were here last week, you saw us talk about our favorite Dungeons and Dragons resources for your game as DM. And we're getting away from that entirely.
Well,
a little
we're
bit.
still going to talk D&D, and we're still going to talk about our other shows, but we're going to play some games.
Yes. So we're changing the way this show works in the sense that we want more interaction with you as an audience. We're thinking of this show now as a literal short rest, almost like a reprieve from our normal hectic schedules. Like, this is some time we're going to take as a group and as a community to just sit down and play some games. For instance, today we're going to play some Fall Guys after these announcements are all set up, which if you haven't played before, is like if you put a group as
what did my brother say?
A group of toddlers playing in the
a group of toddlers playing Ninja or doing Ninja Warrior.
Ninja Warrior. It's a lot like that. It is super fun, way more fun than it deserves to be, and we're gonna be playing some of that tonight. But before we get started, let's talk about real quick the Genesis module we're putting out.
Yes.
Releasing tomorrow, La Cambria. What is La Cambria, Lauren?
Yes, so we're actually starting Fate's End, my live play show that I'll be doing. We're going to be starting that in La Cambria. And really cool, we're actually releasing that location module to all of our patrons. So if you want to access that, you can patronize us for as little as $3 and you'll get that. And that location module will have a whole, it's an entire city, and there are locations within that city like shops, and we've come up with some really unique taverns. And yes, for the patrons out there, I did include that idea that we talked through in our Discord. We are doing the Fool's Gold Tavern. It is in La Cambria. It is live. It is canon now. And yeah, so very exciting, and we're going to be releasing that location module tomorrow.
We're really excited about it for a couple different reasons, and the number one thing is when you're watching D&D live streams and you're watching these live plays, unless it's set in a familiar setting like the Forgotten Realms or Eberron, you really don't know what's going on in a lot of cases. You don't know what the cities are, you don't know what the gods are, the pantheons. Sometimes it can be very foreign because it's a homebrew world that was made up in somebody's mind. So unless they're playing in a traditional setting, you're not getting that. And here at Ink and Liar, we want to make something that you guys can participate in. And so if you are a patron, and we encourage all of you to be, you can get on there and see where we're going to be playing for the next 4 or 5 sessions at least, maybe more. And you can know ahead of time what sort of locations are available, what to expect, the NPCs, potential adventure hooks, things like that.
Yes, adventure hooks are in there. We've got some unique NPCs. We've basically built this entire ecosystem. Very exciting.
Right now,
you're gonna like it. This is actually, I should mention, this is our very first location that we ever you created.
Yes.
We have an old raggedy giant post-it
it's like one of those tearaway easel papers
tearaway easel stickers
that you stick on the wall like you'd see it at a brainstorming session. Super awesome. That's what I draw all my maps on when I'm building this. When I'm drawing out a world, I find that helps me create, and we still have it. I made it 2 years ago for the first D&D game I ever ran, and that's what we built this one off of. So you get Lauren's version, which is significantly better than mine.
No.
But yes,
I springboarded off.
And you also directly adjacent to La Cambria is Wildwood, which is also available on Ink and Liar right now.
Yes, that's another location that we have.
So
there is a fly that just went over here.
Speaking of Fate's End,
Yes, Fate's End.
This past week, we met with the team and met with the cast.
Yes.
And we did a recording of the very first time we revealed the trailer for Fate's End to our players, and we're going to reveal that to you guys now.
Yes. Previously, they had no idea what card they had drawn. They had no idea what their character portraits looked like. And so Fate's End, again, is going to be that live play that I'm going to be running as a DM. That is going to launch September 7th at 7:30. And we're going to be diving into Fate. And it's going to be awesome and wonderful. So, without further ado, might I present to you the Fate's End cast reacts video and as well the trailer for Fate's End.
Team Samson.
Without further ado, the cast of Fate's End. Now, I should premise, like, you guys have not seen your cards.
That's what the do.
Here we go.
We don't even know what our cards are, right?
No.
No.
I, a couple weeks, maybe like about a month ago, I had asked you all to pick a number between, I want to say 1 and 25 or 26. Oh, no, 0. It was like between 0 and like 32 or something. Anyways, I told you all to pick a number. And you picked a number, and therefore you sealed your character's fate with the card that you had chosen out of the tarot deck. They're all face cards, and you chose a number. And when you chose, I will say, like I had mentioned before in the past, it is disturbing how close to your backstory it fits. And
Oh no.
and so none of you know the card you chose. None of you know the card you chose. You all gave me character descriptions of what your character looks like, and we had this intense prologue session one-on-one with one another through text chat. So, without further ado, I present to all of you the cast of Fate's End, your fate.
I love this music.
Whoa. Yeah, that's good.
I have to watch that about 16 times.
Yeah, play it again.
10-hour loop.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was so good.
Oh,
I
so
love the
gorgeous.
aesthetic. Like, yeah, that was
Wow. The
good
music.
job.
Come back to the group.
The music.
That was perfect.
So epic.
So what y'all think?
Loved it.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I can't wait. That was so cool.
Do you guys like your character portraits?
Of course.
Yes. Yes, it's beautiful.
So Davis chose the I don't know how to say it.
Hierophant.
The Hierophant, the Hierophant.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Amelia, you chose the Hanged
I
Man. I was like, yours was the hardest to draw.
I know, and I was like this close to death too.
Did you look it up?
Mm-hmm.
You looked it up?
Ah.
I figured I was
You
like this
looked up
close
the
to the
card,
idiot.
but I didn't look up what it looked like. But I knew what card it was. Sorry.
I
I
no,
remember in the
I
first
didn't even. I
rest,
didn't
I was
really.
like, yeah, say it. Reveal the secrets.
I never even. I didn't know what card I was. I feel like I should have, but I think all I saw was the art. But like, it's a like. I now I have to go look and see whatever this thing is. I think I'm the chariot. Is that right?
Yeah. hmm
I have a fox. So what's up?
I saw him in your portrait just sitting poking.
I thought it was a
Yeah.
cat.
Okay, she is a super and adorable and the most important thing in my character's life. So what's up?
Oh.
And then Danny, she drew the star. Brandon drew the moon.
Yep.
Raina, you drew the hermit.
Hey.
How perfect is that? How perfect is that?
Extremely.
Did y'all love that? I've been reading some of, I've been reading some of the comments. Yeah, we're pretty psyched. No worries, spell component. Like I said, after this show, we're gonna post the trailer to Instagram and Facebook and everything, so you can watch the whole thing there. But it's crazy because they all chose their cards, and I was so shocked how like you guys don't know their prologue at all. You don't know the background and the backstory that we've kind of already been messing around with and developing in order to build these rich characters for this game that we're gonna do. And like the meaning behind the cards match up disturbingly well with what's already there, what we've already kind of put in place.
Do you want to talk about the meaning behind my card? You know, while we're here, the chariot and Samson.
I don't have my book. I'd have to go run over there and grab it.
Oh no.
But
you could. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not.
I could. I don't know.
I just want to know what the meaning behind my card is. I'm trying to stay as pure as possible for the campaign.
Daniel's character is a homeless man who sits on the back of a wagon.
That is not inaccurate.
It's not inaccurate.
That is not inaccurate. I am a bit of a homeless man, but
Dylan's watching too.
Dylan's watching
He
live.
says he's here to roast you.
I mean, that's what we're here for. So Samson is a bit of a homeless man. He definitely does not have a home, which is in canon with everything that is a good D&D character. No parents, no home, none of that stuff. So Samson is qualified, and for all those out there. But yeah, Samson doesn't necessarily have a home.
We could totally do
for sure.
We could totally do a full tarot breakdown. It's not as lengthy as it sounds.
A full tarot breakdown. Let's do
of
it.
the cards. But before we do that, I want to know from you guys, what was your favorite card that you saw that was drawn?
Samson, obviously, the chariot.
Let's hope Samson is better at adventuring than you are at Fall Guys. They're here to roast you. They
Hey.
said they were gonna come roast you,
Hey,
Daniel.
what is this? This looks like victory after victory so far.
Aww. Judgment's the best. Thank you.
Judgment is pretty sweet. Of the art, I think my favorite is Reina's
Aww.
Praeria.
I don't like Judgment. Thank you.
Judgment is pretty sweet. I love
Davis's
Reina.
barbarian looks cool as hell.
Cool.
Yeah.
RB, Roaring
I
Bear
like
himself.
his like I took in like the higher font has like his two fingers thing, and like how it's across his chest and stuff. He's got it just looks kind of like I don't know. I like the dynamic pose on his arm. And then like I don't want to give away too much about his character yet, and I think Davis wants me to keep I don't want to talk
Is
too
it
much
a
about the
secret?
stuff on his card because I want to point out like everything on those cards, every little itty bitty detail, nothing is random. Every detail of those cards are chosen on purpose. Like I didn't just put a pot like at his feet for no reason.
And,
so,
and there's no, it's not
like
that.
little wink there to to the chat.
And Samson doesn't have a fox for no reason either. That is a 100% improvement because at one point Samson had I wanted to make sure I'm not a ranger or anything like that, but with a partial druid I wanted to make sure that I had something. So I actually have a fun little fox.
I feel like
Familiar.
you're leading people on.
To love Samson, yes, I am. You should all love Samson. He's the best character.
Is the box where he hides his shame?
Victory.
Almost lost.
Yes.
That's what that looks like.
Okay, so all you have to do is qualify. So that's 2 in a row. 2 in a row here.
Can we all admire Dan's ability to talk on stream while playing Fall Guys?
Y'all, this is the first time I've ever done this. And I am. It is way
I
harder than
couldn't
I
do
thought
it.
it was going to be.
I would like it would if I did it. I know I would try to answer and it would sound like an ice pick was or it would look like an ice pick was going through my brain because I'd be like, yeah, you know, like
Yeah. I love Reyna's portrait.
that's your favorite.
It is by far. It is so great. Praeria,
What do
is
you-
that right?
That's yeah.
It,
That's not her full name, but yes.
but that's the one
I
she
still
has.
don't know how to pronounce her full name.
If her name is Praeria, which I assume that it is, I just love the design, not only of her character because of like all the pockets, but also in the sense that like you want to make sure that a character has like some feel to it, and it is certainly a very it's certainly a very unique character. It's this furball like monstrosity, and it's
But no,
amazing.
well, she chose to be a furbog rogue, and that's one thing that I love so much about this group of people is they didn't choose like necessarily choose a race based on like stat pluses, because I think furbogs is like +2 wisdom, and like she's a rogue, you know.
Yeah, can you tell everybody what we did to cause that?
That's actually true though too. But yeah, I love that about her. But like, she chose that before I introduced that other rule, and I'll get to that in a second.
Oh, Lorena just like the overachiever.
She
over here.
chose that race before we instated that rule. So one of the things that we did for Fate's End is we didn't want to limit race and class build by like, so for example, the +2 wisdom for her furball character. Like, she's playing a rogue, that's not going to help her. And I had instituted that, well, you can change that to help your class. So if it's +2 wisdom and you're a rogue, I think they're dex based, right?
They are.
Okay, yeah,
They
obviously.
So what?
So instead of her +2 wisdom, I was like, you can do +2 dex instead if you really want to play rogue. Because I don't want my players to feel limited by race if they really want that role play. They really want to play a furbog, but you know they're missing
not
out
getting
on
this golden
the
egg.
dex or the dex or what have you. So
So we did that for every class. So we literally got rid of the bonuses for all the modifiers across every class, and said that you could literally just do a +2.
we didn't get rid of them. We just replaced them based on the class.
We
that
allowed
they
them to
wanted
be
play.
interchangeable.
Yeah, exactly.
So no matter what class you chose, whether you're a tiefling or a furbog or a human, you got a +2 to one stat and a +1 to another. And we said no variant human, because variant human is the most broken race in the game. It's also banned in Iron Valor.
I think that's Luke's favorite class.
Sorry, Luke. It's the most broken one. It's the one you should always choose if you're trying to do that. If you're trying to win at D&D, you should always pick variant human. So we got rid of that entirely and just did the modifiers, +2 and +1. And honestly, it's the most fun character creation I've ever had. Like, being able to avoid everything. I just ran straight into a watermelon. Being able to avoid that process
But
of
not
it
the
and-
fruit flying at you.
Yeah, not the fruit flying at me. Being able to avoid having to think, okay, well, I must play one of these 4 races because their +2 is my main stat. And without that, I wouldn't have had as much fun making Samson as I did. I don't think anyone else would either. So if
But you always get the same builds, though. You know what I mean?
every tiefling is a warlock. Every
Yeah.
every.
And I love seeing a rogue furbolg. I think
Yes.
that's so different and unique.
It really is.
So coming back to a couple questions. My favorite card is actually, and I know who's asking this, is your card.
Who's asking it? Who's
Amelia is asking.
Amelia?
Yeah, one of our casts is in the chat.
I was the last one. Oh no! I like Amelia's card too.
Because it was the most difficult to draw. I don't know what that says about me as an artist. But it was the most difficult to draw. But I loved how it turned out. I love what's there that people can see, but also what people can't see. Or like, I feel like it presents a lot of questions. I feel like the card was perfect for a backstory, and I feel like that card teases a lot to the audience that makes them it this way. What is she holding? What is on the cover of the book? And like what is with the eye on the hand? And like I feel like it prompts so many questions. And it was the first card I drew, and I don't know that one.
That one kind of started the whole thing of like, okay, we're all about to like actual tarot get our fortunes read for this next campaign, and it just fit with that character so well. I say that because Lauren has told me that. I don't know anything about Amelia's character.
No,
but
nobody knows anything about.
As I understand it, it just fits so perfectly with what we're doing. And that pose though, like that is
The
not
pose was
easy to do.
So hard.
How do you decide?
Her card took the longest to draw because drawing upside down. I had to look up so many. It was so hard to find, and it felt ridiculous. Like Google searching, like people hanging upside down by their foot. Like cloth hanging upside down. Like
you're gonna get a weird.
I'm gonna
Google
get some
result.
weird Google search results for that.
It ain't gonna work out well.
Bionic Wolf says, "I think we need a spoiler for every time Daniel fails."
Wow. Well, we're about to get another, so here we go.
Full Seder team, everyone gets spell resistance.
Oh yeah, that's true. Iron Valor next Wednesday. If you haven't watched it yet, go check out some of the VODs. Last week's episode was, if I do say so myself, a fantastic episode and something that we were really excited about. The bachelor party was a wonderful success. Eliminated. Wonderful success.
I
and
love
super
seeing you
great.
under pressure. I feel like you're tensing up a little bit.
I feel like I'm not that good, and here we are. No, I think it was super great, and we've got this really cool theme coming for next week. But if you haven't seen it before, you need to go check it out as we get into it.
Proud of you, Daniel. Loving the failure. Don't worry, we'll coach you, Daniel.
Yo, hey, if you have advice, I am here to completely ignore
Calm rage.
it. Yo, okay, so earlier, I was practicing because, I'm on stream and you're all watching me.
So this round, don't hit the barriers. Pro tip. That's a tip for
Who's
you.
that from?
This is from my brother.
Hey, you know what? That is actually really good advice. Don't fail. Also, throwing that in there as a victory prerequisite.
Yeah.
And,
Don't get eliminated.
Don't get eliminated.
Pro
Try
tip.
to win. So I was practicing, and I was doing the swirly one, which I am terrible at. And I finally got over there, and there was a dude waiting for me, just trolling the mess out of me. And it was like there's 44 to qualify, and
yeah,
there
that
was 43 qualified.
Oh,
He
that
was
was
sitting
hilarious.
there, and like he waved at me.
He waved like he stood there and he was waiting for like the last person to like run up
And I
so that
was-
he could like turn around and run in. It was
It was embarrassing, is what it was.
Short rest has become short roast.
Short roast. Okay, it's happening again, so let me try and keep moving. But anyway, it was so bad. And like it literally just waited for me and like gave me like the thumbs up before.
Yeah, he just like and turned around and walked in.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was.
Oh my gosh.
That was a roast. That was.
Like I was so embarrassed. And
That
by
was a
embarrassed,
rough
I mean
roast.
like angry. Like I threw the controller and
No,
like,
you
ripped-
didn't.
I didn't throw the controller, but
No, you
I ripped
didn't.
I ripped the aux cord out, for sure.
I don't remember that.
Run! Eliminated
Roll
again.
for, Amelia, roll for damage on that vicious mockery. I love this so much.
I think we can all agree short rest is more exciting now.
I love talking to everyone in chat. I love it. It's so much fun.
Let's get back into the cards. So you don't?
I think. Oh, did you guys want to do like the breakdown of each card?
I would love to do that.
Let's see. I want to see what they think.
Give us a thumbs up or like spam the chat. You know how it works. Let us know if you want us to talk about all of the various cards we've got. So the Chariot, the Hierophant, the Hanged Man. Maybe get some readings. I know we have the decks of cards somewhere.
The deck of cards.
How are we gonna get it? You want to play this one while I go get it, or?
No.
Oh no!
No.
Because we're dropping in here. I'll go get them.
Are you gonna get them?
Yeah,
Do you
they're-
know where they are?
Where are they?
They're in the
In the cabinet.
bookshelf area.
Bookshelf thing. Here, grab this controller.
Oh, I'm gonna do terrible.
Never played before. Never
Oh,
played.
but look,
before.
I'm on the front line.
That's how you know it's gonna go well.
I'm like a little jelly bean with arms. Okay. Oh, somebody smacked. Okay, I'm not terrible. Like I haven't completely like wiped out. This game reminds me. Oh wow. This game reminds me of like that. Was it like that Chinese show where people?
Wipeout.
Why? It's well. That's. I think that's the American version of it. I don't know what the Chinese version is, but oh my gosh, how do? Okay, I made it. Made it. I qualify.
Sorry to the whole chat because we can't reach you right now because we're grabbing all this stuff.
I hate that we're like the generic pink fuchsia jelly bean.
You have
Oh
to,
no.
You have to wear the pink fuchsia jelly bean skin until you win. Like until
go
you are
for it.
victorious.
Oh, that was not good.
You got this, Lauren. I believe in you.
Oh, see, I Oh no, that was bad idea. I did it immediately as I did it. Oh, there was a delay. Oh my gosh. Freaking pinball.
Yeah, it says, Lauren, please, my life savings are riding on your victory.
Oh no! Don't tell me you made a bet with my brother. That was a mistake. Oh my. Okay. Oh, I can.
There's so many.
Oh. I can do this.
This is the one that got me. That
Bonania.
you're gonna qualify.
Oh, look at it. See, he's gonna do the same thing. He's waiting. He's waiting.
You qualified. High five.
All right. So, how much money do you owe Brent now?
But did she really do better than me? Yes. Yes, she
Okay.
did. Yes, she did do better than me. That was That was amazing, Lauren. First try, first victory, one
All right,
for one.
Let's see. Let me go back in our comments here. That was the first time I've ever played that, and I didn't lose.
One for one.
But I didn't win either.
One for one. All right, let's try to do them in order. So which one goes first?
All right.
If we got our cards here. So we got these from. Is this from Fedori? Is that where we got these?
We got those off of Amazon.
Amazon.
Like most things.
Via Jeff Bezos. Maybe you've heard of him.
Maybe you should start simpler, Daniel, and work your way up to Fallout, guys. Let's try something more your skill level. Maybe Putt-Putt's Big Adventure?
That sounds way harder than this. I don't know what that means, but it's definitely something. Putt-Putt! Putt-Putt! I am not going to do well at this one at all because I've never done it before.
Does he sponsor the stream?
Jeff Bezos? In a way. In a way, we've given him enough money that he should have. No, not to red!
Putt on the PC? Did I used to play Putt-Putt on the PC?
What is putt-putt? Give us an explanation.
No, that's
Wolf.
golf.
Oh, putt-putt golf.
Yeah.
I played that at Panama City.
Them game where you're a little car.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Putt-Putt game, wait. Little purple car. Was this from our 90s childhood that you're referencing?
Like the one that like goes up and down? I don't know. Team Red is like all about that life, and I just helped them.
Dumb game where you're a little car, a little purple car, he saves the zoo.
I am saving all of these soccer.
Oh! Oh!
We're gonna qualify.
Oh my god, I haven't thought of that in God knows how long. Oh, I wish I had a picture I could show everyone. He throws his dog out of the roof of himself to pop balloons. Oh man. He's a purple? I thought he was blue.
We're gonna win. Well, I mean, we're not gonna win. We're just gonna not lose.
Man. I just took a trip down memory lane. I didn't. It took some time to get there, but.
Another one. Another one.
Did you qualify again?
I qualified again, back to back. Round over. Okay, so we got these from.
You might have to approve the pick link that my brother's about to send.
Okay, I'm definitely not. If your brother's sending a link to the chat.
I used to play. I
I don't
remember
know
that.
what he's doing, but we got all these tarot cards. So let's go through them. Let's find some. I found Judgment, Hierophant, Star, Moon,
pick up
Chariot, Hermit,
It
and
better not be NSFW.
they're in order. They're in order because Lauren put them back in this way.
Well, those are the cards that I needed.
Yeah. So these are the ones. I'm gonna hold them up. We did not do justice. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
Who am I missing? Who am I
Because
missing?
I asked the chat last time, and they said that I should be displayed as judgment and not justice. It was unanimous.
Don't fall off. This is the easiest one, right? Just don't fall off.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, it's like the cardboard cutout.
This sounds.
Thing.
I played this one time, and I'm definitely gonna lose. Me hold someone over. You know what? For all of you guys saying that I have bad video game skills, you're right, and it's
Ben.
that's accurate. There's nothing about my talent that I am ashamed of.
Hold on a second.
What?
I'm about to mod Wolf.
Mod Wolf? Make him a mod? Man, can we shout out this whole group, this whole Seattle group for how wonderful you guys are?
Yeah, you guys are amazing. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. We're so thankful. Excited to play and die tonight as we play some more
Wonder if I could
D&D
do it
this
from my
evening.
phone. Don't give him that power. It's ready.
If anyone
All I have to
deserves
do is
that
hit
power,
send.
if anyone deserves that power, it's Wolf. And I'm excited. I'm
No!
excited for it.
He's got like a death cry. No.
Who Dapper
The
Jess?
blood god weeps. I'm sorry. I have to. It's the only way.
Oh my god, this is so difficult now. What is happening? Did we just win? What's going on?
He'll be gentle. He's a good guy.
No! There was 1 second left. Oh no, let's watch it all live. It's like, okay, so for those of you who don't know, it's a small delay on Twitch, and now I'm watching my failures. There are only 9 people remaining, and I was eliminated with less than 1 second left.
Ooh, that's rough.
It was. And I'm here for it. So here are the cards. And my sadness, if you haven't seen, I'm going to hold them up. Inspiration, the Hermit. Inspiration, the Chariot, Samson, hashtag Samson. The Moon, as in April Ludgate plays the Moon in Parks and Rec. The Star, our dear Donnie. Yeah?
We're so distracted by our guillotines for the blood god, we're not appreciating just how badly Daniel is doing.
The Judgment, and the Hierophant. I'm missing the Hanged Man. I'm missing the Hanged Man. Let me find it. So for those of you who are like
Hey,
roasting me right now,
You're making me nervous, Wolf. What are you doing?
I just unlocked the raspberry skin. So for those of you who didn't see,
The multitasking here is real. That's what we got.
from who? Where's the Hanged Man? I don't see the Hanged Man anywhere.
Should be in there.
Did I miss it? The best card, the one everyone loves, the one Amelia has, is not here. Let's see. The Fool, the High Priestess, Lovers, Empress, Devil, Tower, Justice, and then these coins.
Why don't I look?
Because I'm trying to qualify. I don't see him in this. Maybe it's in a different one.
The Hanged Woman.
A Hanged Woman. Here we go. Back to back. I'm kind of glad that you guys aren't. It's a live situation here, because my confidence would be shattered.
I can find
And
it. I have the Hanged
If
Man
we know
on this one.
if we know anything,
This one's
to-
pretty.
the
I
Hanged
have like an Art Nouveau deck. That one's really cool.
I'll just wait for one.
Is there a
Yes.
Blood God card?
No, there's not a Blood God card. Why would there be a Blood God card? While I love the Blood God, and I think he deserves sacrifice, and as a devotee of the Blood God, the Blood God does not get a card on. I'm gonna not qualify again, and this is embarrassing. Eliminated.
All right.
So there is no Blood God card, but we got where's the last Hanged Man card over here?
It was this one. I already showed him.
Okay, sweet.
Shh, calm yourself, man.
I am calm. I
Calm.
am calm. That's fine. Everything's fine.
Did you have coffee?
I should have. I'm so much more fun on coffee. But I'm not that fun anyway. So here we are.
I think you're fun.
Thank you. Thank you. So
Wolf has
let's-
not responded to me.
What for the mod stuff?
Yeah, he said, haha, going through the mod actions. Your infinite turns are amazing. He is quite powerful.
I trust Wolf. And I don't think he'll destroy Inkenliar today. And
Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow.
so let's go through these. What are some of the what are the star sign things?
Not roasting you here, man.
Our descriptions. I'm not
All right.
here for that. Let's hear these descriptions of what all these cards mean. The Chariot, the Hierophant, the Hanged Man. Let's hear them.
All right. We'll start with the Hierophant. So, the Hierophant. I don't know if I'm saying it
And this
correctly.
is-
I feel like I'm saying elephant.
This is Roaring Bear himself, our
Yes.
dear Davis Walker.
Is the physical embodiment of institution. I'm sorry, not
Institution.
It's a completely different. Yes, institution. He interprets secret knowledge to share within a formal, rigid system. When seeking knowledge, he will guide you to discovery through established educational structures and. The interesting thing about tarot cards is that they have polar opposite meanings from that main meaning, whether they're turned upright or whether they're turned upside down. Reverse is what they call it. So, like, the fun part is while the players know that, they don't know whether their card is going to be upright or reversed. So, in this instance, if it's upright, it means tradition, guidance, spirituality, orthodoxy, institution, and if it's reversed, hypocrisy, rebellion, corruption, and disobedience.
Does that sound like Roaring Bear to you?
Daniel, don't give up hope. Let our roast fuel you like a burning rage. Maybe Daniel is using the default skin because it is the most common. That way when someone else wins, he gets a small breadcrumb of victory and imagines, man, maybe one day that could be me. It's okay. Just let it out.
So we were thinking about playing other games on here as well at some point. So for instance, I love playing Madden. I don't think we'll play that on here because it's not really like super fun to watch.
No.
So we're probably not playing
Not
that.
in live as well, like
Certainly
as
not.
in live football. But
I mean,
sorry to all the sports people out there.
So first of all, I'm really
No.
good at Madden, and we may make a separate night where all I do is play Madden and I just roast all
Is
these
this
people.
Twitter?
It could be. It's not nearly as savage, but it's close.
So,
But I would love to play Madden, but it won't be on short rest because I don't think any of you want to see that. But we haven't talked about doing Last of Us 2, which is a game that we've been playing.
we haven't been playing it very long.
So here's
Well,
the
when I
thing.
say playing, I like to watch them.
Here's the thing. So we've been running Ink and Lyre now for almost a year. This is the one I was waiting on to die on. We've been playing Ink and Lyre for almost a year
been
now,
playing
right?
it?
Like we've been running it and building
been
our business
Building it.
for nearly a year and a half. And in that time, my video game time has gone down drastically. And so I've been trying to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, The Last of Us 2. At one point, I was trying to get actually good at Madden, and it just didn't work out. There just wasn't enough time in the day. And so this short rest might give us the opportunity to do that. But if we're going to be playing, some serious games like The Last of Us, in those situations, we probably want to play it more consistently and maybe a longer time frame. So if you guys want to see us playing games like this that are not Fall Guys and not these kind of party game like stuff, let us know. And
Wolf!
you can see us do stuff. What did
Wolf!
Wolf do? What did Wolf say? Something nice, I'm sure.
Wolf. He's roasting you with the bot.
Oh, that's so smart, and I love it. I love how efficient Wolf is with his roasting.
I can't believe he did that to you.
I am not surprised, and I'm here for it.
Just as long as you don't change any of the other commands that we use, please, for the love of God.
Hashtag command roast. But yeah, so Last of Us 2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is something I'd like to play.
And this is probably where Brent it'll humble. But I want to play Baldur's Gate 3. And if I've been told that can be played multiplayer with up to 4 people, so playing that live would be a lot of fun.
We are definitely doing that. If not on short rest, in another
So
environment.
yeah,
Baldur's Gate is something that is very near and dear to Lauren's heart, and something that she wants to do
Yes.
significantly. So we will definitely be playing that at some point, and maybe we might get a whole squad together,
if
maybe
you
some
expecting
patrons.
Brent to be humble, you will be waiting a long time. Well, maybe humble's the wrong word. Maybe it's like, I want to play too. That's more like that.
Perhaps I know Dilly Onion.
Dilly Onion
is a massive Baldur's Gate fan, and it's entirely possible that we may get a trio going here, with me in the comments building you up, because that's what I do with my time, and my comments is positive reinforcement for all of you.
Ooh, Amelia just said, do you want to make it cry?
Davis,
Why?
what did Davis say? Play me in chess. Wow. Okay, so first of all, Davis, probably. I haven't played chess in a long time, but
He does like to play chess.
I'm not
He does
bad.
like to play chess.
Look, you're looking at a 6th grade Crusaders member chess
Oh my
champion.
God.
From not 6th
my
grade,
goodness.
3rd grade Crusaders champion of chess for the Panama City, Florida homeschool group.
Oh my gosh.
So
You're like Russell
Fight
from
me.
Up, where he's like, good afternoon.
For those of you who don't know, Crusaders is Boy Scouts, but for Christians. For those of you who don't know, I don't even know if it's a real thing anymore. I don't know if children still do that or whatnot.
I'm sure they rebranded.
But there was a lot of beatitudes.
Well, if you keep playing third graders, I'm sure you're still amazing.
Is that Davis?
No, that was my brother.
Okay, I was about to say, Davis, I thought we were friends. Oh no.
I didn't even know what a bio command is. We're gonna have to talk through this later.
Look,
What does that even mean?
Wolf knows what he's doing.
He does.
And so shout out to
does.
Wolf. Jesse from The Last Iron Valor. If you have not
Yes.
seen it, go to see episode 2,
Wolf.
The Bachelor Party. Wolfie himself.
Wolf, who essentially just became the hand of the king over here. He was on our last Iron Valor stream. He was one of our grooms.
One of the grooms.
One of the grooms.
He played our dear Asher
Mm-hmm.
with Wilhelm. It was a fantastic episode.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk about Iron Valor. It was a wonderful episode, and more importantly, I think it kind of set the stage for what Iron Valor is going to be going forward.
This part's hard. I played through this part. This part is rough.
This is hard, but it shouldn't be.
Ooh, you're still alive.
It shouldn't be that hard. But anyway, so Iron Valor is this used to be this very, very competitive, very.
Well, it's still kind of
It
this, but
is
there's a
certainly
little change.
competitive.
There's always somebody
but-
waiting to be a butt.
There is. So it was this very competitive, like build the best character you could hit. But during test play, we discovered that it was really very easy, and there were some things that were certainly better than others. And if you built that class, or if you built that specific archetype based on your opponents, you were going to win. And it was so simple. So the Bachelor Party and everything that you saw in Iron Valor 2 is something that we're going to continue with, and we're going to build more role-play oriented classes. Like, I want to try and do some things like Marvel or DC characters.
Yeah, that was what I want. That's
Um,
one thing that I suggested that I think would be a lot of fun in Iron Valor, is doing like a Marvel versus DC.
Marvel versus DC, or all Marvel, or all DC, or let's do The
And we
Witcher.
do character builds based on those characters.
Yeah, do the Witcher series, all the characters from that. I know we're doing Full Metal Alchemist at one point, at some point. These are all. Oh, I just lost my tail.
I can't wait for the very serious theme next week.
It is very serious.
So what was your favorite? What was your favorite part of our last Iron Valor?
My favorite part
Or,
of
like,
Last Iron Valor.
moment. What was your favorite moment?
So really, it's really more a case of like what was the most impressive thing I saw, and that's what was really kind of memorable for me in this previous Iron Valor, is that Davis and Dylan with their characters made two of the most impressive builds I think I've ever seen at level 11. Like Dylan was hanging out with a like base 30 AC, and then Davis brought a character that couldn't be killed, like literally, and it was just one of those things that I just was so impressed with their ingenuity, and like with that in mind, I'm not gonna get another tail unless I get one running right here.
Weird phrase to say.
We died. So those, the two of them, really made two of the most incredible characters I've seen in the game, and they're not necessarily like canon D&D, because we let Dylan make a wizard cleric, and those source magics are separate and they don't necessarily make sense. But for Iron Valor, it was perfectly fine and definitely legal. And if you're playing a wizard, and like if you can sacrifice one level of cleric at any point, it is a powerful casting build, especially if you're going to go very human and get that warcaster from the beginning. So super intelligent, very, very smart. Davis with this rogue barbarian, we saw a rogue barbarian, if you're familiar, with a Search for Grog one shot from Taliesin. He played a 5 barbarian, 5 rogue, and that was cool. But this was a bear totem barbarian that Davis brought, and it was resistant to everything, including psychic because of Kalishtar, and then also uncanny dodge on top. So on the off chance he did get hit, didn't care about AC at all. On the off chance he did get hit, he was taking quarter damage almost always. And that was just such a smart thing to do, especially when you're facing all the casters that they were. And while that was happening, I was just so happy to see that build and see something like that in Iron Valor. Because while that episode proved that really casters are the way you win battles, but you don't win them without martial. You have to have those martial classes if you're going to be successful, and that's what this Iron Valor kind of proved. And like Davis made something that was just impossible to kill.
Invincible? No.
He probably
He was just like mentally sound on all the
we were
right
thinking
notes. I don't know.
I was thinking about it earlier, and like if Davis had just foregone +1 weapons and +1 armor, he could have just bought potions, and due to his insane damage reduction, like he could have rolled up here and just literally outlasted the casters. Like they would not have had the spells to get him out. Like even things like banishment and hold person, like they're effective, but at some point, like you're gonna lose that stuff. And at the end of the day, he would have been sitting there, and they would have been cantripping him to death. And that's such an impressive thing to do with a martial class to control the environment. And so, those two builds are some of the best we've seen in Iron Valor, and honestly, some of the best we've seen in the even in the test plays. So kudos to those two for their impressive builds.
Well, my favorite moment. Mine is not necessarily technical build related.
Okay. Most people's are not. But that's why we're introducing the roleplay aspect of Iron Valor, because not everyone gets into it like Davis and Dylan and I do. Like, not everyone has a conversation every day at work about how Iron Valor would be better if there was a wizard with cleric levels.
My favorite moment was, and the entire chat actually had mentioned this previously. They all loved when Jake was sent to, or Wilhelm, right? When Wilhelm.
Oh my gosh! Thank the Lord for Jake. Thank the Lord.
When he was banished to was it another? I can't remember.
He was banished to Asher's demiplane designed for him.
Yes, and it was like a room filled with cats. There's a fly, it just won't kill. Ugh, go away. Yeah, so he got banished to like a cat room, a plush pillowed cat room. But like his role play in there, like he was writing his like speech, and just what he was writing for his speech was just absolute fire. Like, you are the bolt to my crossbow.
He had a lot of time in the rounds.
It was amazing.
So hopefully he's watching. Thank you, Jake, for everything that you are.
Oh wait, we have to say it. Yeah, it was a pink. Okay, yeah, it was a pink room filled with cats and pillows, and then Dapper Gent. Jake is a beautiful angel sent from heaven for DMs everywhere, and he is probably better than Daniel at this game.
At Fall Guys, for sure. Jake is a fabulous mind and a creative genius, and while both of those things may not be true,
imagine anyone not liking Jake.
Well, both of those things
He's
might.
just
That's
a
what I was about to
delight.
say. Both of those things might not be totally true, but this is 100% true. And Jake is a wonderful human, and a great person to know, and a fun person to talk to. So if you have the pleasure, know this man, because he is such a wonderful guy.
Know this man.
Like
this
it's like
man.
I am lucky to know who he is. Do-do-do-do-do.
We need a sound effect for that.
Like the for what?
Just the hugs, like the
Like
virtual hugs that we're
a
experiencing
virtual
right now.
hug, like just for Jake as a person. Oh no!
But yes, that was freaking hilarious.
Yes, it was wonderful. Shout out
Yeah.
to Jake.
So another thing about short rest is like Daniel and I are just he's playing and I'm
Right.
reading through the chat comments and everything, but like we want to play with like more than just us. We want to play with like our friends and stuff and stream all of us together playing. That's why I mentioned the the multiplayer capabilities of Baldur's Gate 3, because I don't want to play it by myself. I want to play it with my friends.
We may have to make a new show for that, because this is a very fun, informal time where we're talking together. It's our short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Those more serious games that we see may very well be something that we had to put on another show. So, and we actually have more time for that now, because for those of you who don't know,
Oh, but you
I left my job today. I'm moving into a new field, somewhere where I can work from home. Super excited about it, and first of all, but secondly, I'm gonna have more time freaking liars. So if we do have that opportunity, it's certainly something we may do as we grow here.
I'm just curious. Do you guys see a fly flying around? Just curious because
Probably.
what? I just got a notification. Wolf, what are you doing?
You gave him too much power.
I did.
This is really on us.
This really
Yo,
is my fault.
This is the one I
I
was
got a
on last
notification
time.
for something. I don't know what it is.
Yo, this is the one I was on last time. No!
Big Bad Wolf server chat. Oh no, you just. Are you okay? What happened? We just got all quiet all of a sudden.
I've lost that
Oh!
one so many
Server
times.
chat. It was Discord. I thought it was Twitch.
It was Discord. I've lost to that one so many times.
He's like, what? I didn't do anything that time.
I've lost to that game so many times. I hate it, and
Is
it's
that
always like
the
third-
teeter totter one?
No, that's the one that they come flying. It's like you gotta fit the shape, and every time I've got there, I've lost. I've never qualified on that one because I'm terrible, and that's how I live my life.
Wolf is the fly.
I mean, he's just flying around everywhere.
He's the fly.
The
Because
fly
I
is
asked
from
them
there.
if they could see a fly. He said Wolf is the.
Wolf is the fly.
Think we have time for one more?
One more game. One more game.
Make it count.
We're touching 9 o'clock here, so these are some things that we want to do, and we're
Thank
really
you, Wolf.
we're really excited about what short rest is going to be. So we're playing Fall Guys right now, but we're probably going to switch over to something else next week. So suggestions. What do you think we should play next week?
Yeah, what do you think we should play? I know like, what is it? Let's Cook.
Oh,
I know
my
that's a really
gosh.
big like multiplayer cooperative game, and that's something I could play with you. I know we've got Rocket League. I know Roman plays Rocket League. He is like intense. Roman is intense with Rocket League.
You know who's really good at Rocket League is Dylan. You can actually follow him on Twitch as well, where he plays Rocket League from time to time.
Is that like his main thing?
It's something that he does. Dylan, as I understand it, is the best Rocket League player on the planet.
I think he's in the chat.
Um,
Overcooked. That's what it is.
Overcooked,
That's
yeah.
it's Overcooked. What
Dylan,
did I say?
like cook him up,
Cook 'em up. It's
cook
a,
him up, cook him
it's
up.
a
let's
cannibal
go.
game, you know.
As I understand it from what Dylan says, he's the best Rocket League player
Fusion Frenzy.
on the planet.
Oh, that's what he
And,
says.
yeah, that's what Dylan says. And
Of
so,
course he would.
Look, I
Fusion Frenzy. That
okay,
sounds
everyone's
familiar.
like, get over.
Is that an older game? That sounds like an Xbox, like an old Xbox game.
I don't know.
Fusion Frenzy.
Fusion
Very familiar.
Frenzy sounds amazing. We should play some fighting games like Mortal Kombat or Madden.
Ooh, we got some competitive nature in the chat here. I could take Dylan with my eyes closed as long as he doesn't have the controller in his hands. Oh.
Smart. As I understand, Dylan has told me that he's in the top.
It was, okay.
Dylan says, as I understand it, he's the top 0.1% in the world at Rocket League, and I tend to believe him because Dylan doesn't lie to me too much.
League of Legends.
Just sometimes.
Chess?
Davis, we're not playing
I'm
chess
not
on
playing
stream.
chess. Oh my gosh. No. No.
There's no way. No one would ever watch that.
Maybe if it was Wizards chess, but no, I just can't. I couldn't bring myself to play chess.
What is about to happen? Are these things about to turn on me? Don't fall off.
We could code a chat game so we can all play. Like chess? Or
Chess?
like, what does that mean? Like, I know that our Cloudbot does have like mini games that you guys can play in chat.
We should play Mario Party. I know one thing we're doing for
Mario
sure
Party
is we're bringing Amelia and Davis. We're gonna bring them over. We're gonna play some Mario Party for you guys. Maybe a couple games. We'll see that.
We have to be careful because, and Brent knows this very well. We are very I come from a very competitive family, and when I say competitive, like, we are not happy when we lose. And it is not a good sight to behold. We will murder.
We're gonna do one more because I have 50 more like points to a rank up. So we're gonna do one more.
We will murder controllers in absolute rage.
So we're definitely gonna introduce Davis and Amelia to the stream, and we haven't asked them for their consent yet, but we will at some point.
Marbles on stream.
No.
Marbles on stream.
But Mario
Like-
Party with the squad is something that we're definitely gonna try and do, and maybe we'll bring them in, talk about their characters and their tarot cards. Depends on their availability. We'll figure that out.
That made me think. That took me a second to get that, because like Marbles on stream is like the old 1800 like Victorian game. We're gonna spin some tops too. We'll dress up in knickers and
I would rather spin
we'll
tops
spin some
than
tops.
play marbles.
Jackbox games. I've only played that on my phone.
What's
I know
that-
that they have it on.
What's
like,
that game that we play that's the trivia game? It's like
That's you.
no, not That's You. The other one.
Oh, knowledge is power.
Knowledge is
That's
power.
another fun one.
Look,
I'm gonna backhand this one.
like I am a talented man at knowledge is power because they're easy questions, and I'm here for it.
Mario Party gives away sympathy stars. You win that game by being the worst. You can turn that off though, I think. Or you can turn off or you can turn off and change what stars are handed out at the end. But I'm guessing you're saying that because there are times when you'll play Mario Party and you'll be in the lead, and then they'll be like, you traveled the most distance, here's a star, and you landed on the most red spaces, here's another star, and then you end up losing.
It's definitely not random.
And then like you had this victorious feeling in your belly, and then you lost it in your grasp, but then taken away.
Mario Party definitely, like, they have a star system, but it's for sure not random. Like, you definitely have the opportunity. Like, it definitely like takes into consideration who's in the leaderboard and chooses what stars to give away because of who's in last place.
There are a lot of people who are consenting to Mario.
Consenting to Mario Party?
Consenting, giving us their consent. Their approval.
Y'all. Well, we're definitely never playing Fall Guys again.
Can we get some cosplay for 100 followers?
Oof.
Wolf, you beautiful, brilliant boy. Yes, agree 100%.
If you're watching this stream right now, give us a follow because I will cosplay
Oh my god.
something.
What would we cosplay?
I'm gonna cosplay Halivard.
If you play multiplayer Baldur's Gate, will there be a Hegwood sibling reunion? Was my thought that there would be.
I don't think we can do it without that.
I don't think we can do it with like. I feel like it would be an injustice if we didn't do Baldur's Gate 3 together. Which means that if we do that and it comes out, we can't play it until we play it.
So what are we?
But cosplay.
How many-
back to that.
How many party members? How many party members can you play in Baldur's Gate 3?
I think it's 4.
Is it 4?
I think it's
So
4.
we've got
Well, this is based on Dylan.
we've got the
If he's
Hegwoods.
being truthful, and,
Dylan usually is.
and if he has the knowledge,
So we've got the Hegwoods, or the Hegwood and the former Hegwood.
Daniel equals Sailor Moon cosplay. Whoa.
Maybe for 1,000 followers.
Halvard's a loser. You don't want to cosplay that man.
Look, Halvar does his best, and I would get into that story about Halvar and how impressed I was with the commitment to roleplay. But it's already 9:06, and we'll be ending this
Born
as
as tuxedo
soon as we
mask.
finish this.
With something. The interesting thing, Wolf, is I can't see the moderation stuff.
He's got it, right?
Yeah, I wish I was able to see it without, like, it doesn't show up on my phone, or it's like, I can't read it from here.
Well, we'll get to it
I will give you.
afterwards.
I trust your judgment. I don't know what it says. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to be able to read, because I can see what it is from here, but I can't read it. Like, I see that it's there, but I can't read it from here. But I'll trust your judgment, Wolf, on whatever the comment said.
Oh, did someone put something nasty?
I think somebody used the word shit.
Please keep this chat.
And it looks like it
PG-13.
was Deanna.
Deanna has no regard for the chat rules. Like,
The word is highlighted. It looks like a 4-letter word, and it looks like the word shit.
look, we approved a comment earlier that had some pretty explicit
It's okay.
language.
We still love you.
And it's something that I don't know how it's going to work as we grow. You know, of course, as we are right now, probably want to avoid that if we can. But long term, those are things we necessarily don't necessarily want. So, but then again, like what are we, 12? You know. I'm just gonna try and.
Born is tuxedo mask. I think I'd be a pretty sexy tuxedo mask if I do say so much. You said that like you didn't know who that was. And I'm concerned right now.
I still don't know what you mean. Like, you're wearing a tuxedo mask?
Do y'all believe this right now? Do y'all?
Is this a Game of Thrones character?
Okay, now you're just being now you're just BSing.
I really don't know what it is, but like at the same time, it's like, we're gonna lose. I'm so terrible at this game. Thank you all for watching.
We'll have to. That's it. We'll end on the cosplay thing. 100 is definitely way too little to do something cosplay oriented, but I do find that really kind of. That sounds fun. It sounds fun.
Let's see.
Maybe like 1,000 followers seems more appropriate. I don't know what we would cosplay as, but.
So shout out to Slave Man 2020 for following the stream at some point today.
Oh yes, who?
Thank you for doing that. That's the one we have tonight. We're getting ready to end this because Fall Guys is what it is, and I'm terrible at it. No dubs tonight, but we'll get them next time. We'll see. But thank you all so much for watching. We'll be here next Friday as well, playing some games. We're gonna try something new, I'm sure. And
Yes, we'll play something new.
yes. So if you like the show, if you enjoy what
Yes,
you're
if
doing,
you had fun watching us, please hit the little heart. Look like I
yeah,
was-
give us a
Claws.
follow. Give us a follow. You can see. You can check us out. Iron Valor 7:30
Yes.
on Wednesday. Short rest 8 o'clock on Friday nights. And then soon to come the Fates End that we talked so much about tonight. So that'll be fun. I don't think we missed anything that we needed to talk about. Appreciate y'all for all this.
Yes.
We're on the path to
This
affiliate.
was so much fun. I don't know about you guys, but I love this laid back chat interaction with you all. I love this so much more than the previous episodes of Short Rest.
Way better at the podcast format.
This is so much fun.
Thank y'all so much
talking
for
with you
being here.
guys.
We love your
And everyone
interaction.
enjoyed roasting Daniel. For sure. You asked for it. That's your fault.
Look, honestly, I did better than I thought I would. So, how did I not get? They gave me 43.
You're just gonna have to wait until. But
Thank y'all so much for watching. We appreciate y'all being here. We will see you Wednesday at 7:30 for Iron Valor.
Yes.
As
Wednesday at 7:30. My brother, who has been roasting Daniel the entire time, he will be playing with us. He's going to be a guest in that stream, as well as his very lovely and beautifully talented Deanna Smith. She will also be joining us as well, and she's going to be playing against him actually. So that'll be interesting.
y'all have a good evening. We're gonna go play some D&D.
Yeah. All right. Night, guys. You have a good one.